Hello everyone, Firemac here, and welcome back to the Stormblood through Shadowbringers stream story recaps for Final Fantasy 14 with me, Firemac. And we're going right back where we were. We just dealt with Lakshmi, and we're ready to move on. The first of many, Alpha Note hopes that you are ready to rejoin the main host. I trust you are well rested and refreshed. Yes? Then let us return to the front. The greater part of the Alliance forces should have advanced into the peaks by now, but I expect we will pass many of our comrades on the road east. There's a checkpoint along the way, as I recall, but we will need only to identify ourselves to the soldiers in order to pass. You think they'll give us another... Wait, did they give Yamcha another... cutscene where, where Lisa's narrating? I don't remember. But if they did, then they're most likely going to give another one here. Then we're going to access the other part of the peaks that we couldn't access before. Science, a pleasure to have with you have you with us again. You'll be happy to hear that we've taken Alagiri and have already begun fortifying it as our new base of operations in the peaks. Give it a shout to the lads as you pass, eh? I was right. Just slowly walk.
I remember how they laughed. Alliance and Resistance soldiers, eager for battle, trading jokes as we marched east towards the peaks. Beyond this last line of defenses lay the locks and the city. Breaching it would be no small feat. But we beat the Imperials back, just like that. And we liberated a village, the first of many.
As you can see, this part of the peaks is much higher than the northern reaches, hence why the Imperials built Specula Imperatoris where they did. See those three towers to the east? That's her. Sits right on the edge of cliffs. So attacking from the north is a fool's errand. From the south, on the other hand, she's no different from any other Imperial installation. So now you see why Velodina was so important, eh? Right then, come along. They're waiting for us in Alagiri. Can I just teleport there? Awesome, yes I can. I can just teleport there. Just making sure I'm recording. Yep. Okay. Keeping an eye on that CPU temperature. I'm pretty sure that's what's been causing the crashes. Here we are, the new base of operations for the Alliance and the Resistance. Ah, there you are. Greetings, General. I see you have been quite busy in our absence. Less than you may imagine. The Imperials fled at our coming. We took the village without a fight. Your timing's impeccable. We were about to discuss our strategy to seize Specula Imperatoris. Ooh. Hold on. There's something going on in my mouth. That I was not ready for. Sorry about that, everyone. Though we are fresh from the road, we should be glad to attend. Good, take a moment to gather yourselves and join us when you're ready. first of many. Strong and unified Monongah would rather not keep General Alden and the others waiting. Well, you heard the Flame General. Let's look. Looks like we got a meeting to attend. Oh, Rabon! Oh, Rabon! Oh, Rabon! Is that everyone? Then let us begin. Alagira is ours. And for mercy, we took it without losing a single man, but who we dare not grow complacent. Specula Imperatoris will not be so easily won. If I may, General, should we not pause to consider the Imperial's motivations for Xenos' surrender, a fortified settlement of strategic importance without so much as firing a shot is inexplicable. Inexplicable. There we go. We searched for the village and found no traps or other signs of sabotage. Suspicious though it may be, I will not refuse this gift from our enemy. The path to Alamigo is through the east, through Specula Imperatoris and Castrum Abania. It bears repeating, however, that the latter is home to a massive cannon with unparalleled range and destructive power, which means that we will need to strike Specula Imperatus quickly, and to both to limit their ability to locate the other forces in the field, and to utilize the insulation as a shield against attack, as they would doubtless not risk damaging the towers. I see, then we have no choice but accept what we have been given. Aye, that's the way of it. I've no doubt that Xenos has got something planned, but we'll have to deal with it when the time comes. To the assault then! The main host will commence a direct assault on Specula Imperatoris. During this time, I would hold the signs in reserve in Alagiri to deal with any Imperial forces that may be dispatched in response. Understood. Wait a minute. We should be fighting with you and the Resistance. I understand you don't want to rely on too much on Firemac after what he's been through, but at least let the rest of us do our part. If she wants to fight, I say let her fight. Carl hasn't done too much fighting, to be honest with you. Thanks, I knew you would understand. Mayhap it would be best if I accompany you. Alize can stay with Firemac. Oh, you go if you must. The two of us can take care of ourselves. You have your orders. Dismissed. Oh, Rabon! Oh, Rabon! Oh, Rabon! Meanwhile, deep within an Imperial research facility. I was like, what's going on? It was taking a long time for that to show up. This looks familiar, doesn't it? It looks Crow. Hey, look, it's Fordola.
Oh, my head.
Let us see.
Damn, she's practically naked.
So, she lives. Impressive. Or merely lucky, though that too may prove a useful trait.
My lord, what have you done to me?
Though we Garleans are intellectually and physiologically superior in almost all respects, we lack the hereditary traits required for the reliable manipulation of ether, hence our unique inability to wield magics. This deficiency, for want of a better word, saw us subjected to decades of oppression by the lesser races, and we were eventually driven to seek shelter in the cold northern reaches of Ilsabar. Fortunately, said region was replete with vast deposits of ceruleum, which proved instrumental in the development of Magitech, a revolutionary technology conceived to compensate for our disadvantage. It was with Magitech that we grew strong, that our nation became an empire. Yet, ultimately, this was an extrinsic solution to an intrinsic problem. What I wanted was not a crude device to be used in lieu of magic.
So his name is Aulus Malacina.
Through modification of the Garlean genome, I argued that it might be possible to enhance a subject's ability to manipulate ether, effectively empowering them to wield magics. Alas, my theories were met with consternation in the Imperial Court. Only Lord Xenos, with commendable foresight and wisdom, deigned to support my research.
You gave me this treatment, but I'm not Garlean.
Alamegan, through and through. What you have been granted is far greater than mere magic. Before that lesser light, it is as a second sun.
I am informed that Alagiri was recently occupied by the Resistance, and that an attack on Specular Imperatoris is considered imminent. This could
Specula
provide an ideal opportunity
Imperatoris.
to test her performance in the field.
Your skulls, was it? They have joined the garrison at the watchtower?
Yes, my lord. By your leave, I would rendezvous with them and lead a counterattack against the insurgents.
No. Even were you to leave now, you would not arrive in time. There is another duty I would entrust to you.
Edgar, how'd you get up there, man? So good at jumping.
Found you.
So good at jumping. Oh, Railbone! Oh, Railbone! So full of fire and eager, weren't they? Well, I wouldn't worry too much. They're strong, and they have each other. At least he spared me the trouble of having to speak up. I wasn't about to let Lise go alone. Hell's open. Alza is ready to depart Alagiri when you are. We have a fair bit of ground to cover, so we should split up. If you come across any Imperial soldiers, you know what to do. Oh, and so you know, I sent word to Arnvald's squadron. They're already searching for other nearby areas, so we have all allies in the event we encounter anything beyond our means. Come on, father. Yeah, I'll still use it. Why not? there. Going up there now. Is that a cat? I can't tell. Okay. Freaking. I have a window open, so like it kind of pushes to the door, so I can't tell if it's the cat or it's just the wind. Nose is just up ahead. There she is. Give me a moment, Firemac. Say that again, if you would. No. Maintain your distance for now. Understood. Keep me apprised of any developments. That was Arnvald. The pair that was spying on us in the fringes has followed us here. What about you, Firemac? Any trouble? Just a little bit, I guess. And there I was thinking we might be due for some peace and quiet. Glad to hear you dealt with them. I hope the assault on Spicola Imperatoris is going well. Well, that Lala's dead. Yeah, Pippin?
Whoa! You've improved, lad.
Come now, father. You lured the fool onto my blade, and do not try to deny it.
Our work here is all but done. What of Conrad and his men?
They are for the main tower. The skulls have offered fierce resistance thus far, but Conrad seems to believe he can convince them to lay down their arms.
Then we will tend to the stragglers down below. With me!
Oh yeah, I just remembered this scene. What happens here?
Report.
Enemy forces have overrun the lower facilities and appear to be mounting an assault on the main tower. We have already received a request for reinforcements. A unit of legionaries has been mustered and is ready to depart. They await your orders, Commander.
Stand down.
Commander?
Tell them to stand down.
Commander, if I may, our people, your people are still in there. They will be slaughtered.
You think I don't know that? I want nothing more than to help them. To lead the bloody charge. But I have my orders. Lord Xenos said no reinforcements. He would have us use the main cannon to destroy the installation.
What? Kill our own soldiers? You must be mistaken.
Mayhap you'd like to ask Lord Xenos yourself.
Man, the voice actress for Dola, when she whispers, she whispers.
Initiate The firing sequence. Wars are won on the backs of the dead. Theirs and ours. There is no truth but this. We must remain firm and resolute and always, always do our duty. Now, give the order.
Initiate firing sequence.
Aye, aye. Initiating firing sequence. Release safety locks. Deploy main cannon.
Ransford, Rudolph, Hamlet. For us. For our people. For our future.
I need you to confirm the target, Commander.
Specula Imperatoris, main tower. Fire when ready.
That guy's lever is just a gun blade. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
What in the seven hells?
Long-range artillery.
Those treacherous bastards. Their people were still fighting. Full retreat! Now! Relay the orders!
Understood. All forces retreat! I repeat, all forces retreat!
By the 12th, did you see that? The main tower just collapsed. You heard it too, didn't you? It would have been a cannon at Castrum Albania. But that was an Imperial installation, and their troops were still... Damn it, no one's responding. I don't know if the shell is being jammed or... We have to go right now. They need our help. Heavens weep. The fear in Alzay's eyes is unlike anything you have ever seen before. This way! There's no time to lose! There's no time to lose! Look with it. It's worse than it looks. He probably wasn't even... Pull yourself together. The gate. This is our way inside. We need to find my brother right now. Oh, that's why she's so shaken up. Because Alphino's in there. Alphino. I'm glad you're here, Captain. In case it isn't obvious, the Imperials fired on us, on Specula Imperatoris. I didn't even think they had it in them to kill their own men just to kill us. Gods damn them all. Where is my brother? Tell me where he is. I want to see him. He was here. He was in the tower when it was struck, but that not mean anything. Our forces are still evacuating, and many remain unaccounted for. Alizé? Alizé, listen. There are soldiers wounded and dying all around us. Soldiers with families, just like you and me. They need our help. Do you understand? He's right. I'll take the north. You take the east. Search for wounded soldiers. I got you, man. I got you. Thank you. I think I can manage on my own. I'm aiding you. I shall save you from your wounds. For a moment there, I thought I was bound for Thal's Great Hall. Ye gods, what were the Imperials thinking? I'm aiding you, aiding you, I'm aiding you. Just give me a moment to let the world stop spinning, would you? There. Alighieri's not far. I'll make it, I'll make it. Wounded Temple Knight. I'm aiding you! I'm aiding you! Ooh. Ugh, everything hurts. I think I was struck by debris from the tower. Wait, I know you! Firemac Summers, Ward of House Fortom. We fought together on the Steps of Faith. You saved my life back then, and now... I can walk. Thank you. 1,000 times. Thank you. Conrad! Conrad, can you hear me? Nago, put him down over there. Hey, Alphino's there. What's up, Alphino? We thought you died, man. Firemac, full good am I to see you. Wait, where's my sister? Oh, mighty Ralger, oh, noble Azima, I beg of you, do not take him from us!
Conrad! Conrad, speak to me!
It was all so sudden. Conrad had just convinced the last few skulls to surrender when we heard the bang and everything started to shake. We carried the survivors to safety, but Conrad's... We have done what we can for him. All that remains is to pray.
Conrad?
Is that you, Lise? I can't see a damn thing. Well, that's that then. Time's up.
What are you talking about? You'll be on your feet before you know it.
It's all right, Lise. I've lived long enough. But listen, I want you to lead the resistance in my stead.
Don't say another word. You'll recover. We'll recover. We'll bring freedom to Alamigo together. We're not going to stop here.
No, you won't. Everything we've built, everyone we've brought together. I know you'll show them the way. You've got it in you, Lise. Not because you're Curtis's daughter or Ida's sister, but because you're you. Because you're you.
Conrad.
Lead them to victory. To freedom.
I will, Conrad. I will. I promise.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in the chaos of Castrum Albania. Fordola has to live with what she has done to her own men.
Next round, double the charge.
Oh, hey, it's our boy. Estinian!
Come, Nidhogg. We are needed.
That's the cerulean pipeline.
Impossible! How can one man... Shoot the bastard! Shoot him!
My lance has slain far greater beasts. You're welcome, boy.
Estinian just
Notify all
being...
units. I want that intruder found, and get the engineers to fix my bloody cannon!
Estinian just being an absolute Chad just now.
The savages are coming!
We could have killed them. We could have walked away. But instead, we tried to convince them to lay down their arms. We tried to seek a peaceful resolution. We showed them mercy, and this was their response. Fire and blood! This was their answer! Such crimes cannot go unpunished. They must not! Gods as my witness, there will be a reckoning. The road home. Slowly but surely, Alphino is regaining his composure. Forgive you. Now is not the time for vows of vengeance. We must remain calm and rational and in control. And the Imperials have demonstrated a willingness to fire on their own. So long as we remain here, we aren't in danger. We three will see to Commander Kemp's body, find my sister, and return to Alagiri. Yeah, where is Alize? Can I see your brother's okay? There, that should suffice for now. Go on and enjoy the others. Tell me you found Alphino. Tell me he is alright. Nah. I'll thank the 12. I don't know what I would have done, though, saying that. What will the Resistance do without Commander Kemp? Sorry, not here, not now. We should return to Alagiri. Keep an eye out for any wounded who need our help on the way. Anybody here? I think I saw something like behind. Yep. Wounded Imperial. I'm aiding you. I'm aiding you. It was long ago. I was trying to kill you and your others. I half expected you were about to slit my throat. The hell's with this? I should be back home in Ilzabard instead of taking fire from my so-called comrades. Thanks, friend. Bloody tourniquet came loose and I was having trouble getting it back on. I should be fine the rest of the way. Oh, there's another one out around here. Over here, maybe? Or... right there. I'm aiding you, friend. Take my invisible heel. Oh, bless you, kind. Wait, is that you, Firemac? Yeah? I didn't recognize you at first, been feeling a bit dizzy. Must have lost a lot of blood. I can keep going. I can keep going. What am I doing? Just teleport. We have given over Commander Kem's remains for safekeeping. Later, I have no idea when, rites must needs be performed. For now, however, we must carry on. We must press forward. We must not give in to despair. For the living and the dead, the question of how to move forward in Conrad's absence looms large in Alphino's mind. All Alliance and Resistance units have now withdrawn from Spicola Imperatoris. It is time we spoke with General Alden. Yeah. So unfortunately, there's actually no one here. Like, all our other quest progress is usually there's like another person nearby doing the exact same quest, but not here. These deaths weigh heavy on my soul. Commander Kemp's most of all. He was a wise leader. He was a patriot. But above all else, he was a good man who will be sorely missed. One of the many lost this day, I ask for a moment's silence to pray for the souls of the departed. We have suffered a grievous defeat, but we cannot and will not renounce this cause. The die has been cast. Hold tight to this grief, this anger. Let it drive you forward. Let it be your strength and your shield when next you face the enemy. Oh, it will carry us far, General. Of that I have no doubt. Is there not a cat bugging me? No. Man, I swear. And we take another step towards Alamigo. However, we must first address the question of how to deal with Castrum Abania's cannon. Estienne just took care of it. I don't know if you knew that. If the Imperials are willing to employ the weapon without a thought of their own soldiers' safety, we may struggle to approach them. A frontal assault is out of the question. We'd lose countless men before we even reach the walls. Would we? Recall that the Imperials could have obliterated our forces had they kept firing, but neglected to do so. They had no strategic reason to cease fire, which begs the question, why did they? Well, I didn't get Pippin's voice. Oops. You suspect they were unable to fire the cannon again, mayhap due to a malfunction? Or one of their officers found his conscience after the first barrage, or heretofore unknown resistant faction chose that moment to disable it. There are many possibilities, but the fact remains that they stopped when logic dictated they continue. Then I'll just have to go and see for myself if the cannon is still operational. Are you mad? Conrad put you in charge of the Resistance. We can't risk losing another commander so soon. I know how you feel, Nago. I do. But I need you to understand. It wasn't long after Papa Limo and I arrived at Ralger's Reach that Conrad first asked me to join the Resistance. And then he kept on asking. Every time I said no, I told myself it was because of the Scions. But even then, I knew deep down when it was an excuse that I was still afraid of following my heart, because I couldn't be sure if it was me or for Ida. But then I met someone on the other side of the world who had struggled with the same worries. As we traveled and fought together, I saw him grow and become the leader his people needed him to be. And now it's my turn to do the same. There's not a lot of us left, and the ones that are, many are still wounded, but we have to make do with what we got, and I'm the best qualified. It's as simple as that, but don't worry, Nago, I'll come back, I promise. While I acknowledge Commander Hex's right to carry out the mission, I see no reason why she should do so alone. Captain, would you go with her? I would have done it even if you hadn't asked, sir. Then it is settled. We will await your return. Sorry to drag you into this, Firemac. It may not be the decision Conrad would have made, but I'm not Conrad. I never will be. I don't know what kind of leader he was hoping for, but right now all I can do is be myself. And that's all he wanted you to do, Conrad. I mean, Lise. That's all Conrad wanted you to do, Lise. Be yourself. Above the churning waters, Lisa's mind is made up. If you don't mind, I'd rather not wait around and have people try to talk me out of it. Let's get moving. I know a good vantage point overlooking the castrum. What? Neon Crep's Hope. The ship stranded on the rocks to the east of here. It shouldn't take us long to get there. Oh, there might be some ancient golems guarding it. Or that might just be an old wives' tale. Either way, it's worth the risk. Lise, Commander, I pray you proceed with all due caution. Do not hesitate to call upon us if needed. To reach a ship, we'll have to scale the cliff face. I'll get some climbing gear and meet you there, alright? You have to climb. I don't have to climb. Taste it. Oh, what? That was gonna have to go somewhere else. I mean, I guess you could call that a golem. I like how they left the beast there. Sorry to keep you waiting. I see you've met with the golems. Looks like the old stories were true, eh? In a way. I'm glad. Right then, time to climb. You know, that doesn't really look very climbable. Just throwing that out there. Whew, that took a bit more out of me than I expected. And here she is, Nyamkrep's Hope, the ark that one man made to save countless others from the flood during the 6th Umbral era. It's a freaking Noah's Ark. It's comforting to think that there have always been people who cared this much about their fellow man, who accomplished such great feats that people couldn't help thinking they must be made up. But the proof's right here, isn't it? I don't just mean the ship, you know. I mean you. Long before anyone started calling you a hero, you were there for those in need. Before anyone started calling you a hero. I don't know why that came out weird. You did the things for people when you didn't have to. Sometimes even when they didn't want you to. It could have been... It can't have been easy staying true to yourself. But we're all better for it. Me included. I'll never be a leader like Conrad, or Hian, or my father. But I can be a friend to you all, and I can fight by your side. I can be me, and that will just have to be enough, eh? Strange to think back on it. If we'd been standing in different places, or if the shell had struck the tower differently, it would have been me instead of Conrad, or maybe both of us. What kind of monster murders their own? Is that smoke from Castro Mabania? Wait, it's coming from the cannon! I can't tell what happened from here, but I can tell that it won't be giving us any trouble in the immediate future. This is our chance, Firemac, to avenge Conrad and all the others who died in the tower, friend and foe. To take Castro Mabania and bring the bastards who gave the order to fire to justice. It won't be easy after the losses we took, but I know everyone's champing at the bit to strike back. With the right plan, I'm certain we can do it. We have to tell the others. Come on. Woo. Easier down and up, eh? Though not necessarily safer. Anyway, no time to rest. We need to convince the others to strike now, before the Imperials have time to fix their cannon. The path forward, Lisa's not willing to let this opportunity pass you by. There's no time to lose. Firemac General Alden needs to know what we saw. Oh, Rabon. You're returned. I only hope you bring good news. We scaled the cliffs of Nyamkrep's Hope and spied smoke rising from Castro Mabania's main cannon. I think Marshal Tarpin's right. They didn't fire again because they couldn't. The cannon seems to have been disabled somehow. Then we must attack Castro Mabania at once. It could still be a trick, but if it isn't, we may not get a better opportunity. Bluntly, General, if it is a trick, it is an utterly baffling stratagem. Had the Imperials wished to wipe us out, they could simply have kept firing. Be that as it may, we may not need risk everything to seize it. I say we dispatch a small contingent to infiltrate the Castrum and secure control of the weapon. If the enemy is preoccupied with repairs, we may be able to take them unawares. If, on the other hand, it is indeed a trick, our token force will prove an elusive target, and we will at least know the cannon is operational. Either way, it seems well worth the risk. But how are we to infiltrate the Castrum? In anticipation of such a day as this, men and women under my command have labored long to cultivate a network of informants throughout Garabania, including Radiata. Radiata is home to many who would hold menial positions at Castor Mabania and other nearby installations. With the aid of our allies there, I believe we can secure a route into the fortress. The Resistance will handle this. You may have recruited these informants, but they'll be just as happy working with the fellow Alamegans. And at the end of the day, it's our land, our responsibility. Let us do right by Conrad. I should be glad to accompany her, General, as would Alze and Firemac, I am sure. Well then, if you're all in agreement, I see no reason to refuse you. We will make ready to march on Castor Mabania. Go, and may Ralgar watch over and keep you. My apologies for speaking on your behalf. It would seem my sister's forthright manner is rubbing off on me. I confess my decision to volunteer was not wholly motivated by concern for Lise, nor less Alamigo. Castor Mabania is the largest Imperial facility in the Peaks, you see, and so the likelihood that Kral is being held captive there is quite high. Dealing with that cannon remains our main objective, of course, but there is even a chance that Kral might be rescued in the process. I would never forgive myself if I did not take it. With tired hands we toll. Alphano is ready to lead the way to Radiata. So to review, we are to travel to Radiata, where we will meet with a contact recruited by Marshal Tarpin's agents. I took the liberty of reviewing intelligence reports while Firemac and Lise were away, so the settlement is not wholly unfamiliar to me. As the Vice Marshal indicated, the vast majority of the populace is employed as menial labor in either Secula Imperatoris or Castor Mabania. Perhaps as a result of this, the Resistance has long struggled to make inroads there. Aye, you have the right of it. They got a better deal than most Alamegans, feeding off the scraps the Imperials gave them. Damn if I know how Marshal Tarpin's agents got one of them to turn his coat. I understand your disdain. I do, but I also understand their desire to look after their families by any means necessary. Our contact is a Rogadan woman. She will ask us a question, and after we answer with courage, she'll know us as friends. Courage. Right. Put together a squadron, Nago. We'll need them soon. With me, my friends, and be ready for anything. Cool. We are going where? All the way up there, jeez, okay. Woo, woo, woo! Woo, woo, woo! Woo, woo! Oh, woo! Oh, woo! Alright, come on, let's get... Man, time is not of the essence today. It's already 2 a.m. for me. Are you kidding me? Where did the time go? Surveying. See, what did I tell you? Let us continue on to Specula and Imperatoris. Okay. Let's keep going. Cool. Not what I meant to do. It's another B rank. I must kill it. Of course, there are still soldiers lurking about. Fortunately, there were no match for Lise. Come, Radiata is not much further. Of course, in light of our recent encounter, it would be prudent to proceed with caution and remain vigilant for Imperial forces. Cool, I need to go kill this B rank real fast. You got it. I killed a bee up rank. Did you see me kill that bee up rank? We did it. I hope we don't have to convince this little town that for our freaking trust too, man. Because, oh my god, if I had enough. Looks like it's safe to enter. I don't see any Imperials. I don't see smoke above Castle Rambania anymore. Do you think they fixed the cannon already? Where courage endures, the rugged woman you seek is somewhere in Radianta, and Lise is eager to find her. Alphino said we were looking for a Rogadin woman, right? And what we should answer her question with courage? I suppose we'll just have to strike up a conversation with every one of them until we find our contact. Let me know if you find her, and I'll do the same. Awesome. I just love these little filler quests. This is the only woman with a quest marker on her. Ain't seen you around before. It takes a certain kind of man to walk into a place like this uninvited. One with courage, I suppose. There's always a wild rose option, I've noticed. Courage, you say? Well, that's in short supply these days. Better to keep your head down and go along and to survive. Call me a coward too, if you like, because I'll not speak on it more, at least not here. Outside Radiata, behind those barricades over yonder, on the other hand. Oh, we got a cutscene. Hey, was that who I think it was? Well, that's a relief, or a trap. Either way, I'll find Alphino and Alzay, and we'll meet you there. Not followed, were you? Good. They didn't follow me. We're just friends. That all you? Is it? Let's get to it then. Name yourselves. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, friends of Marshal Tarupin. Name Stark. Stark Woad. The rest of you know, or we wouldn't be here. The rest you know, or we know we wouldn't be here. Okay. This is about Circula Importoris and the cannon, isn't it? Just so. Can you tell us what happened? I overheard soldiers talking while working in the mess. The Cerulean pipeline fueling the cannon was destroyed by an unidentified male insurgent, they said. One man single-handedly disabled the cannon? That beggars belief! Nevertheless, that's what they said. It took a while, but they finally put the fires out, and the engineers have been working day and night to repair it. Wish I could tell you more, but the incident had everyone jumping at shadows, and afraid to say much more. To make matters worse, the Alamegan help have been sent home indefinitely. Okay. So the cannon could already be fully operational. We need to sneak inside Castle Rambania to ensure the cannon's no longer a threat to our troops. Can you help us? Aye, that much I can do. I've pieced together a map of the interior over the years. I know for a fact that there are multiple points of entry. Impressive! If we split into several groups, we may improve our odds of reaching the fire control center. We may be a few in number, but I have faith that we can see this through. Ba 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 ba.